Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to talk to you about 20 biggest ethical scandals in business. From top to bottom of the society, scandal may happen. The main reason for a scandal may lack trust, corruption, bribery, fraud, bankruptcy, greed, and so on. Scandals would occur in politics, media, television, journalism, sports, and so on for lacking immoral activities. Business scandals is one of them. The scandals mainly related to finance, economy, misbehavior of the head of the department, and many of so. Here are 20 ethical scandals in business over the world. Number 1. Adelphia Communications Corporation. Adelphia Communications Corporation was a famous cable television company in the United States before taking a scandal by bankruptcy. The supreme authority of the company, John and Timothy, were sentenced to 15 to 20 years in prison for the $2.3 billion bankruptcy scandal. Number 2. Arthur Andersen. Arthur Andersen LLP is one of the enormous accounting firms in the United States history. The company provided tax, auditing as well as consultancy services to the other company and corporations. But due to bankruptcy and accounting fraud on October 2001, the company fell in danger. Number 3. BANINTER. BANINTER Banco Intercontinental was the best commercial bank in the Dominican Republic before collapsing to political corruption and fraud. The bank fell crisis when the vice president and secretary were charged for bank fraud and money laundering, which was about $55 billion. Number 4. Barclays. Barclays Bank is one of the popular banks in the world which admitted collusion and fraud with other members of banks. The bank was fined $453 million and both Chairman Marcus Aegis and Chief Executive Bob Diamond was resigned for the scandal that involved with LIBOR rate rigging. The Bank of England may encourage the member of the bank to state that the LIBOR at lower rates to avoid. Number 5. Bear Stearns Companies Incorporation. Bear Stearns Companies Incorporation was one of the largest investment banks in the world, founded in 1923. It earned $2 billion profit in 2006 and it was 13,000 employees over the world. But the famous bank was almost bankrupted before selling itself to JP Morgan. Number 6. Bre-X. Bre-X was a large company in Canada, is known as Bre-X Minerals Limited. The group of the company was involved in a huge gold mining scandal. In 1993, the Bre-X company announced that a lot of gold had discovered. After announcing this statement, its stock price reached at the highest peak in 1996 on the Toronto Stock Exchange. The company was collapsed in 1997 when the gold samples were found to be fraud. Number 7. Deutsche Bank Spying Scandal. Deutsche Bank is a German investment bank and financial services company in Frankfurt, Germany. The 58 countries operational bank was accused of involving a tax fraud deal with CO2 emission certificate. The scandal of the bank hit not only the German bank but also foreigner dealers in the world. Later, the German government voted to a new privacy law for workers because of the scandal. Number 8. Enron Corporation. Enron Corporation is a services company based in Houston and American Energy Commodities in Texas. In the last of 2001, the company disclosed an accounting fraud that is known as the Enron scandal. Its shares reduced from $90 to $0.50, which was the biggest disaster in the financial world. The employees and investors of the company saw their savings going vanished in front of their eyes. Number 9. Siemens. Siemens is a German conglomerate company which is the largest industrial manufacture company in Europe. The largest company and the Greek government went under fire for corruption and bribery involving the deal for the security systems in Summer Olympic Games in Athens in 2004. It was believed that the bribes were about $100 million. Number 10. Global Crossing Ltd. Global Crossing Ltd was a telecommunication company which provides computer networking that was resident in Bermuda, but administrative headquarters was in New Jersey in the United States. In 1999, the company was valued all but $47 billion, but the company filed for large bankruptcy in its history. The executives of the company were accused of covering up an accounts scandal. Number 11. HealthSouth. HealthSouth Corporation was the white publicly healthcare company in the US, including the UK, Canada, Australia, Saudi Arabia, and so on. The company was accused of violation to break the Securities Exchange Act and misrepresenting the company's financial information in 1998, and the CEO, Richard Ames Crashy, was charged with the accounting fraud on March in 2003. Number 12. HIH Insurance. HIH Insurance was the second largest insurance company in Australia's history before placing itself into provisional liquidation on 15 March 2001. The company lost $5.3 billion because of misleading of the company's authority. For failure to discharge of Director Rodney Adler, he sentenced to 4 or 5 years of jail. Later failure of him, the Prime Minister John Howard announced that Royal Commission would incur the company's collapse. Number 13. Jerome Kerviel and the Société banking scandal. Jerome Kerviel is an employee of Société and a French trader who has convicted trading laws for breach of trust. He is also known as rogue trading. The whole situation came in public when his unauthorized trading lost 4.9 billion euros of the bank that impacts on European markets. Number 14. Lance Armstrong and the Livestrong Foundation. Lance Armstrong is a Tour de France champion as well as the founder of the Livestrong Foundation, a non-profit organization provides support for the cancer survivor. The famous man falls in a big doping scandal in the cycling history. Now he is infamous for his doping, even though he has a huge good impact over the world. Number 15. Martha Stewart Smith. Martha Stewart is an American businesswoman, television personality, and writer. She made herself as a successful businesswoman through her founding Martha Stewart Living. Unfortunately, the successful woman was convicted of a charge related to Imclone stock trading case in 2004. Though she was able to back, she ran her company till 2012. Number 16. Parmalat. Parmalat is an Italian dairy and food corporation that is now globally present, including Europe, North America, South America, Australia, South Africa, and China. But the corporation failed in biggest bankruptcy crisis in 2003, which was one of the biggest corporate scandals in corporate history. Number 17. Swissair. Swissair was an airline of Switzerland which was founded in 1931 and fell in bankruptcy in 2002. Due to a cash shortage, Swissair pulled up all flights on October 2001. About 39,000 passengers of worldwide were unable to take the flight that they booked. Within a short day after the incident, the share of the company fell on $61 to $0.78. Number 18. The Bernie Madoff Ponzi Scheme. Bernie Madoff is the founder of Wall Street and a stockbroker as well as a financial advisor. He was arrested and sentenced to prison for 150 years because of securities fraud, investment trust fraud, mail fraud, wire fraud, and for money laundering. Number 19. Tyco Limited. Tyco International was two-segmented business, security solution and fire protection. The company faced a scandal in which the top officers of the company were involved. Unethical practice of business of its ranking officers, especially Kozlowski, was involved in the huge financial transaction that was not actually included the finance reports of the company. And number 20. Urban Bank. Urban Bank was one of the famous banks in the history of Philippines. Lack of liquidity of the bank, it was falling in danger. Anyway, not only the lack of liquidity but also the criminal charges of the officers of the bank was closed down.